Hey guys, this video is about how to have confidence, and this video has been inspired by a quote from Bill Belichick in his new book, The Art of Winning. Confidence is born out of demonstrated ability. So the reality is, the more you do something, the more confident you become because you show this proven track record that you have done this thing. But the reality is, you're not going to be confident right off the rip usually, and that's a normal human experience. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the ways that I've realized where I've been confident, what has been the root of my confidence in life. So number one, it's just building a skill first. So I've always been really good at sports. I feel very comfortable. You put me in a sport, anyone, I tend to pick it up very quickly, and I feel very comfortable just with the body mechanics of the sport. And it's because I already have a pre-existing skill set from other sports and from being athletic. So I have a very natural sense of how my body moves and my coordination. So when you throw me into a new sport, I do not feel whatsoever that I am not going to be competent at that thing. So I could be in a sport that I've never played before, and as long as I understand the rules, I can pretty much feel fairly confident at that thing once I get a few reps in, because I am comfortable with my body and how that goes. So that's just one thing. Whatever you want to do, public speaking, if you want to be confident at something like that, you really just want to be practicing having conversations. So why am I comfortable with public speaking? It's because I have a track record of being able to think on my feet and improv. So as far as public speaking, for example, being able to improvise and being comfortable with improvisation is going to be one of the key factors in public speaking. So I have a previous skill set of improvisation, is if that's how you pronounce it, and I'm comfortable with mistakes and things like that. So I can come in and throw on a YouTube video. This is public speaking right now. I'm just talking to my camera right now, but I have this sense of I can come up with things to say. I have a brief outline here, but I can come up with things to say because I am comfortable with improvisation or improv. Okay? And you guys, if you're hating on the way I'm pronouncing that, put it in the comments. But generally, in order to get to that level, just plan and practice. Plan and practice, okay? I've worked in sales, and I know things about different, let's just say different products that I was selling. And occasionally, you would get experience where you would have a question that you don't know how to answer, okay? So they'll ask you a question, and you don't know the answer to that in sales. Okay, so from an early age, I was exposed to the emotion of, okay, I actually don't know. I know I'm supposed to be the expert. I actually don't know the answer to that. I'm gonna actually defer to one of my colleagues here. Okay, so because I was comfortable not knowing the answer and being able to defer to my colleagues, I then became comfortable with the uncomfortableness of not knowing, okay? And then if my colleagues weren't around, I could actually, if I got a question, I can actually come to a logical explanation of what I believe the answer is, even if I don't have the answer. So for example, I'll give you something. What I would say would be, let's just say I get a question I don't know. Hey, I actually don't know the answer to that, but now that I think about it, I think that this makes sense. I think that it could work this way. Generally, just because there's no pressure on me. So why am I confident giving an answer like that? And it's really comes down to point number 2 is being free from outcome. Okay, so I'm not super tied to needing to be right all the time. I'm not super tied to needing to perform at this peak performance and be this awesome person at all this time. I'm okay having flaws and having mistakes. Okay? I think that we get performance anxiety when we have a pressure to perform or pressure to get something right. I am more focused on fun and the experience and providing a good experience for that client than I am focused on me being so good. So because my focus isn't about me being so good, I can be more confident because there's not a lot of pressure on me to perform. Now, there are certain situations where you need to perform, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, you have a guitar solo or something like that, and it can be uncomfortable to perform that, hey, look, you are up there, it's your first time doing this guitar solo, and honestly, one of the reasons why people mess up is because they're addicted to perfection. Oh, I need to have every note right here or else I'm going to be a huge failure. Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie, if you play one note out of key or play the wrong note in a guitar solo, people do it all the time. You can just laugh at it. The thing is, it's like those people are there to enjoy you. You're a human being. They're not all going to be canceling on being your fans. All right, yeah, unsubscribe from him. He played one note out of key accidentally in his guitar solo. It's just about being free from outcome and just being enjoying the process of doing the thing. So those are kind of 2. So building a skill set. So I've already done this a couple times. So confidence is born out of demonstrated ability. Hey, you know what? I've already played this before. And Tom Brady talks about that a lot. Hey, look, when I play in the Super Bowl, it's nothing that I haven't been doing every single day for the whole entire year. So that's just something that I've really learned recently. I do this so often that I can just be comfortable doing this right off the rip. And I can be comfortable because I've exposed myself to these negative situations. So the third point I want to get into is evidence stacking. I want to remind myself of past successes. Like I've done it before, I can do it again. Okay, if I have a little mental battle, ideally what I want to do is in order to be confident, ideally what I want to do is get out of my mind and into my body. Out of my mind and into my body and into the present moment, into the experience that I'm having, okay? So when I'm in my head, a majority of the time while I'm thinking, those thoughts are the ones that are preventing me from being confident. The more I'm thinking about thoughts, the more I'm losing touch with reality. And I live in a world of delusions. And I can't remember who said that. Might be Seneca. It's in this Ego is the Enemy book. But you're losing touch with reality. So the reality is you're not confident because you're putting more pressure on yourself than actually is there. Okay? You're viewing the situation and yourself differently than the people that are maybe watching you. So you're losing touch with the present moment and experiencing the feelings of, man, let me just get in tune with the guitar and just really feel the vibes of the guitar. I'm not focused on feeling what I'm playing. I'm focused on what do they think of me. So because I'm out of my head and now I'm getting into my body and getting into the experience of what I'm playing, that is what's making me And there's this stupid little fly in this room. And I don't know where he came from, but he will not get out of this room. And he's too fast for me to catch or kill. I'm not a fan of killing just for the sake of my own irritation, but he keeps flying in front of my face, so that's what you see me doing. Sometimes he comes in front of the camera. But guess what? This video isn't perfect. There's a stupid fucking fly in the room, and I'm okay with that. I can continue to make a video. See, this is one of those, why can I make this confident video even though there's something out of the norm in this video? So I'm going to use this fly. Guess what? Instead of now using this fly as an excuse to fail, I can now use it as a talking point. This fly is a good thing because now I have to focus on what I'm talking about. And you can see, as the viewer, me being able to adapt and change as the video is going on, and to be able to be comfortable switching topics and talking about something new in a confident way, when I did not plan to have this stupid fly flying in front of my face and landing on me, okay? So that's just example of what confidence is. Because I've made so many videos, because I'm comfortable with improv, I can now pivot and use that fly as a talking point. So that fly, let's think about it from that standpoint. So when we play this mental game, that fly is one of our negative thoughts, and it's flying around and they're trying to get you from distracted from enjoying the moment. Oh, see, like the fly's in here. Now the video's not perfect. You see what I'm saying? So the video is good enough with the fly in it, okay? And where am I going with this? I'm kind of losing track of my thoughts, but the fly is just an unexpected event. I'm comfortable with unexpected events. I'm confident making a video with an unexpected event because I've built a skill set of being able to improv. I've had to deal with unexpected things in the past. So I have evidence, reminders, hey, I've done this before. This is what you do. One of the ways to be confident is when you have a negative event or an anxiety, you just call it out. Hey, let's not pretend that it doesn't exist. Now that I'm in this present moment and experiencing it, like, let's just say you get up on stage and you have to talk, like, oh, hey guys, not gonna lie, whole lot more anxiety feeling here than I thought. You know, I'm feeling a lot more anxiety than I thought I was gonna feel up here. I was feeling pretty confident in the back room, but now as I get up here, I'm really kind of scared to talk to you guys, okay? So let's just, once we're in the moment and we can just experience in the moment what's happening, you can actually just speak on it, and that thing loses its power, and you can be more confident when you just acknowledge that, hey, flies fly in front of your camera. Anxiety happens. This is a normal human experience, but I'm taking the pressure of performing off myself, the performance anxiety, and I'm focusing on the experience that I'm having. So those are kind of the things that I want to talk to you about today. So confidence is born out of demonstrated ability. Why was I confident with the fly? Because I've done this before. I've built a skill set. I've been exposed to this. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is if you're not confident, sometimes you do need to expose yourself to traumatic experiences and things that are not fun so you can realize, like, that it wasn't that bad. So let's just say I had a really bad, embarrassing, traumatizing time. So I attempted something and now I'm way down here. But guess what? When I'm able to build my psyche back up and try it again the next time, I'll use an example. In football, I was always really good at catching. I was a wide receiver. I was really good at catching. And I actually dropped 2 passes in a row when I was younger. And it really ruined my confidence. I did not want to be able to catch that pass anymore because every time the pass came to me, guess what thought arose? You're going to drop it. And then that self-fulfilling prophecy manifested, And ultimately, I just started playing defense only because I ran from my fear, and I let my fear win. Now, I did pretty good on defense. I did get a one-handed interception, which was pretty fun. But when I'm on defense, it was just like, man, I wasn't even concerned about dropping the pass. So when you're on offense, all the pressure is you to catch that pass, but you're already on defense trying to block the pass. So catching it is like an extra dopamine hit. Like, holy crap, I caught it. Like, oh my God, the ball's coming to me. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to get an interception here. So it's like a completely different frame of mind. And so I wanted to just share that with you guys. Because I'm focused on the experience, like, oh my God, it's happening. Like, I'm going to catch that pass. Versus, oh my God, it's happening. I'm not going to catch that pass. It just comes from being present in the moment, getting out of your own head, that performance anxiety. Because on defense, no one expects you to catch the pass because you're on defense. They expect you to knock it down. So it's so much easier to catch the pass because it didn't have any pressure on me to get the first down or something. So that's what I wanted to leave you guys. If you have any comments, questions, anything else you'd like to know about this talk, please put it in the comments section. Hit that subscribe button and have a wonderful night, guys.